Love raspberries.
Don't we all?
Favourite fruit.
They taste amazing.
Fave.
Yeah, love them. Not coffee though myself. I'm not a coffee drinker, we know this. You like a cup of coffee, don't you?
Coffee in the morning. I think my phrase is first I have the coffee, then I do the stuff.
I like that.
That's my phrase for the
on.
morning. Okay, let's talk about why Primal have combined quite potent sort of duo, really, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I mean, you know, there's 1,000 milligrams of both green tea extract, coffee. Green tea, coffee, and raspberry as well. There's both of them, and we've combined them because we believe that they both do similar things, and that working together, they're very different at the same time. Raspberry obviously has a strong antioxidant properties as well, which is something I'm a massive believer in.
So touch upon that then, because it's the word antioxidant is thrown around, in shampoos, it's thrown around, in so many different sort of products for the body, that this has antioxidant property. Why would we need that?
Well, first of all, let's talk about the science behind it. So oxidation is the chemical process, if you like, the reaction that happens in the body, which damages cells, essentially. It's the process that produces what's called free radicals. Now, we've heard about free radicals.
Yep.
Free radicals are, among other things, they
were a great band.
They're a great band. It's true. Were they? Well, they were actually really good. That's true. It's very true. No, I know they were really good. You're showing your age there, right? Wouldn't believe it though. So free radicals are, amongst other things, they if you believe, produce cancer, for example, cancer cells. And obviously that's a damaging process.
But this is something that you can talk very freely, very confidently about, because you are a twice leukemia survivor.
Yeah, absolutely. So, as somebody who's survived leukemia twice, not once, let's not, play it down. I've had a lot of experience being in hospital. I've had a lot of experience as well, as well as my own cancer diagnosis, but in and around other cancer patients. I now go into hospitals and I meet other cancer patients, and through the work I do of competing with cancer as well, I meet a lot of people who are fighting the illness, and I hear their stories as well. So, I know a lot about the process and of treatment. I know exactly the impact that cancer has on people's body and their minds, and how important it is that I believe the right diet and the right intake of foods has on your well-being. Definitely. And so antioxidants as a whole are what terminate that chain reaction, if you like, that happens during that oxidation process, which isn't a good thing.
Okay, so we're looking at raspberries, which we know have a powerful vitamin C content,
they do, yes.
Powerful antioxidant, and also we know that they are an anti-inflammatory
as
well.
Yeah, absolutely. Another thing as well, just while we're on the subject of antioxidants and stuff, they're high in polynutrients, which are natural chemicals which are high in antioxidants, which essentially are how plants fight off foreign bodies, basically. That's sort of a plant's defense mechanism, as it were. So it only makes sense, therefore, that as a human being, that intake, if you like, is going to, hopefully, from antioxidation process, going to have a benefit to you as well.
Definitely.
But yes, sorry, a high anti-inflammatory process.
What we're trying to say is that the raspberries, as much as I would eat punnets of them, I love them. They are without a doubt my favourite fruit. But not just that, it's the fact that they are incredibly beneficial from a nutrition point of view, as well as tasting lush.
They taste amazing, first of all, but you're right, they do have a number of different benefits. Obviously, you can. These in particular you could put in with your yogurt, you can put them into smoothies or the rest of it. So there's a range of different ways you can take our Born to be Slim coffee and raspberry tablets. But essentially how they work is it's basically a thermogenic product.
Well, yeah, because then let's talk about the green coffee.
Yes.
Now, very interesting, because I think as soon as you say, oh, well, it's a green coffee, somebody would go, you mean green tea?
Yeah.
You mean green tea?
We don't.
No, we don't. We mean green coffee. Really interesting article that was released just a few minutes ago, and it was called The Green Supremacy.
Yeah.
And it was surrounding what was better, green coffee, green tea, and the pros and the cons of both. And actually, it all came down to they are both fantastic for you. They're both beneficial for you. It's how they're processed and how they're sourced. So that's really interesting, because obviously the way that we work here at Primal, everything is sourced incredibly naturally.
Everything is sourced naturally. Everything is sourced naturally. It's all natural ingredients. It's all organic as well, wherever possible. And we don't believe in those artificial processes that churn out, you know, your green teas and coffee beans and all sorts of other extracts that are out there on the market today. That's what sets us apart, you know. I mean, green coffee bean works in a very similar way to green tea. That's essentially how it works, in the sense that obviously it supports energy yielding metabolism, etc.
But what's brilliant, there's no caffeine.
None. No caffeine whatsoever. So unlike a lot of other coffee-based extracts, loads of caffeine, there's no caffeine in this, which is actually quite unique. In the Born to be Slim range, in our mango formula, in our green tea formula, there's 100 milligrams of caffeine each, which isn't a high dosage. But if you're looking to manage your weight and potentially lose weight, then this might be the product for you if you don't want to have a high intake of caffeine. We've spoken previously in me and you, when we did our SlimShotz hour, you know, we spoke a lot about people with a high, our Thermogenics hour, we spoke a lot about people with a high caffeine intake.
Yes, we did.
We spoke about Elliot, my producer, who likes to have 9 to 10 cups of coffee a day. He's waving at me now. I'm not proud of you, mate. It's nothing to be ashamed, nothing to be proud of, taking 9 cups of coffee a day. But people do it, you know. It's you know, it's a quiet day for him as well. Believe me, we work him hard. So you know, it's not ideal taking that huge amount. If you're looking to obviously manage your weight, like I say, it's not ideal to increase that caffeine dosage or that caffeine input through your daily intake. So perhaps this might be the product for you if you're looking to reduce that or keep it low, but also see the benefits of that thermogenesis and that heat production and burning calories that way.
But you also get that little sort of boost for the central nervous system as well, because we know that green coffee helps us with our alertness, even though there isn't any caffeine in it. So it's a natural alertness rather than a kind of sort of caffeine hit.
Yeah, so it's naturally green. I think, you know, we spoke before about how it's from unroasted coffee beans. So, you know, retains that chlorogenic acid, I think is the right term, chlorogenic acid, which is lost during that roasting process.
Yeah, definitely.
So, which is what makes our product quite unique, because if you look at other products on the market, believe me, they're not natural green coffee bean. It's just coffee bean.
Yeah, some will be out there, but you do need to do your research and make sure. Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, with the raspberries being very, very high in vitamin C, that automatically has an anti-fatigue process there as well. Oh God,
yeah, reduces that fatigue, tiredness, supports that energy yielding metabolism that I always go on about. But in terms of mental alertness, in terms of feeling energized, that raspberry gives you that kick, if you like. And you know, potentially, obviously, from that respect, if you're somebody who's active, perhaps you go to the gym and all the rest of it, perhaps you already take, it's actually quite interesting, perhaps you already take, you know, I would say probably a stimulant product prior to training or around training. Perhaps you want something else, a little bit of added extra with the natural ingredients, the natural goodness. This is the one for you.
Yeah, I think that it's one of those ones where if you already consume a fair amount of caffeine in a day and you don't want to sort of, we spoke a lot about, you know, the cons really of having too much caffeine. I think this is probably the one where if you're a bit of a caffeine drinker, this is probably the one that you're going to go for, because there's no caffeine in this one.
None whatsoever. So as always with us, there's an offer with your first purchase of Born to be Slim coffee and a raspberry. You'll get a free pill dispenser. Got my words out there.
Order 1 month's supply of Primal Born to be Slim coffee and raspberry today for the amazing low price of $4.99. And if it's your first purchase from Primal Cure, we will send you a supplement organizer worth $9.99 completely free of charge. Plus, if you order 2 bottles of Primal Born to be Slim coffee and raspberry today, then we will send you a 3rd bottle completely free, making a further saving of 33%. Call our friendly UK call centre 24 hours a day on free phone 0800 4402 888 or order online at primalcure.com. And if your online order totals more than £35, we will even deliver for free. As we want to be your preferred choice for all health and well-being products, if you don't love this product, send it back within 30 days for a full no-quibble money-back guarantee.
Broccoli, apples and onions. That's what I'm coming in with on this one.
How? Why?
because I know it says, this is your
She's
green
thrown me
tea
completely
formula.
there. That wasn't what we discussed.
No, because we were just talking about chromium.
We were, yes.
So chromium, and there is heaps of it in this.
Loads. It's loads of chromium, loaded with chromium.
But so chromium historically for me, having worked for, lots of you will know that I worked with Steve for over 10 years in his other business with regard to sourcing gemstones and creating jewellery and all ethically sourced gemstones and jewellery and creating his own jewellery and being a family-run business. And I worked for Steve for over 10 years. So my association with chromium is an amazing green colour that it gives to gemstones naturally in the earth. So there are certain gemstones out there that have a lot of chromium in them, and they are some of the most beautiful, vibrant green gemstones that you can ever imagine. So then when you start saying chromium into a sort of Born to be Slim supplement for us here at Primal, and you're thinking, he's combining the two worlds here. But actually, chromium comes from your broccoli. You can find it in your broccoli, in your onions, in your apples. It is a natural element that has amazing beneficial properties.
It does. And essentially, chromium is one of the most wonderful natural ingredients that you can find in any of our range, really, because the benefits, which is why we put it in so much stuff, and especially when high dosages like it's in our Born to be Slim green tea formula, it supports that energy yielding metabolism, which helps you to feel more alert, helps you to shift those pounds, etc. Helps you to aid digestion, helps you to utilize macronutrients a lot better. So the food you actually intake helps you to actually use them better and utilize that food, your food intake and your energies, etc. And also maintains blood glucose levels, which is absolutely crucial for energy.
It very much is, and you don't, that dip in the day when you get that sort of little dip in the
which we all get.
Sugar. Everybody gets a little blood sugar drop, but it's how then you replenish it and how you raise it again that's really important. Because do you want to have a high sugar product that comes into your body, has no nutritional value or any good for the body whatsoever, have that peak and then that crash again? Or do you want to have something that puts your body in that nice natural homeostasis state? Absolutely.
And you talk about the crash, the crash you get where you peak and then you're down again, relative to caffeine. And obviously we've got 100 milligrams of caffeine in this. Not a lot. That's not a huge amount.
No, it's not.
It's probably a very, 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 very strong. My producer is whispering in my ear saying that it's nothing because he has 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day, coffee-wise. So it's a very strong cup of coffee. Your average cup of coffee, a strong cup of coffee probably has 70 to 80 milligrams of
about that,
of caffeine.
Depending on how good the coffee is.
Yeah, so you're somebody, if you watch the show, I don't drink coffee. I'm not a hot drinker. I don't drink coffee or teas. I'm a little bit weird like that. I know you're judging me right now, but I don't.
I don't know how to talk to him.
I know. People, you say, I don't drink, don't drink hot drinks. They go, what? You okay? I'm fine, I just don't like hot drinks.
That's all right.
Here you go.
Each their own.
Especially when the weather's warm like it is right now. So yeah, I'm somebody who doesn't drink loads of that. But anyway, I'm told it's 70 to 80 milligrams. It's, quite a strong cup of coffee if you like. So 100 milligrams is a strong cup of coffee, but it's one. So one small tablet has 100 milligrams of caffeine, which is great. And if you are looking to, if you're if you're consuming loads of caffeine anyway and you're worried about peaking high and then crashing again, you shouldn't get that with this. 100 milligrams should give you a little bit of a spike and it should be fine, provided you aren't dosing up on loads and loads of caffeine elsewhere in your diet and you're not having...
As a natural caffeine as well, that's really important.
This is it, so all our caffeine is natural caffeine. It's not synthetic caffeine. No. How it's produced, it's untreated, it's how it's produced is really, really important.
So we've got the caffeine. We've touched upon the chromium. Something else that chromium can possibly do is aid fatigue.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is really important as well. So again, kind of trying to keep the body in that nice homeostasis.
And the less tired you are physically, the more energized you are to do more, which will in turn will help you lose weight.
Definitely.
Will help you lose weight. If you're more active, you move more. We believe in that Primal, moving more, being more active. If you've got those ingredients in there that are in this product to keep you energized and keep your energy levels high and reduce your fatigue, you're more energized to do things that will obviously help you lose weight. Another big one, niacin. 8 milligrams of niacin. We love niacin here, we really do. That's 50% of the nutritional reference value, which is, a high dosage. If you're taking one of our multivitamins and things as well, you'll max out or you'll reach your 100% recommendation easily. So it's a fantastic addition to your supplement range as it is there as well. Niacin supports normal skin, mucous membranes, supports the central nervous system, psychological functions, and again, as you said, helps reduce fatigue.
Well, it's one of the vitamin Bs, isn't
it? It is. You love
the
the Bs.
We love the Bs.
Yeah.
We love the Bs, the Cs, the D. To be honest, we like all of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
So we've touched upon the caffeine, we've touched upon the chromium. Let's talk about the fact that we've got the capsicum in there as well.
Yep.
So
capsaicin. Capsaicin.
Yeah.
We've
got the hot peppers.
The hot peppers. We love the hot peppers.
We do, but you don't have to eat the peppers.
No.
We've already done that process for you. It's all there. It's all there in there for you.
And the capsaicin basically dissolves fats. Essentially, that's the process. If you believe what you read, there's a lot of research. That's not a factual claim. There's a lot of anecdotal evidence around that. But do your own research. Have a look at the benefits of capsicum, capsaicin, pepper extracts. Been used for centuries, especially in like herbal medicines, and also but as a dietary supplement. Have a look at how people use it in Indian food as well, in cooking.
Well, we're touching upon that again in our thermogenics, because obviously
of course, we'll speak about
one of the
later.
main ingredients in the thermogenics as well,
absolutely.
Isn't it? So then let's have a look at the fact that you're getting flaxseed as well. So flaxseed in this, you need to kind of think about the omega-3 oils are derived from flaxseed, and we've got a lot of it. And omega-3 is known as the brain food.
Yeah, that's right. So omega-3 is known as a brain food simply because DHA, which is a component of omega-3, makes up a large structural component or structural part of the brain. Hence why it's referred to as brain food. Yeah, but flaxseed oil, alpha-linoleic acid. I always get that wrong. Linolenic. Alpha-linolenic acid. Yeah. Why do I say linoleic? It's weird. Essentially is an omega-3 fatty acid, like you say, which is broken into those two compounds, like EFA and DHA. I'm not going to say I am actually a docosahexaenoic acid, I want to say. There you go, docosahexaenoic acid as well. There you go, I've done it. There you go, EPA, so EFA and DHA, the two components of omega-3, that's what we're talking about, found in fish. And alpha-linolenic acid, is a crucial component as well. Yeah, absolutely crucial.
We're talking about hair, nails, skin,
benefits,
anything basically that has kind of a silica base. That it's you buy products where it says, you're buying food, you're buying products that say it's got omega-3 for those benefits, and just from hair conditioners and body lotions, a lot of it.
And it also contributes to normal blood cholesterol levels as well, which is quite crucial.
Inside, not necessarily
inside. No, absolutely. So the range of benefits are massive, to say the least.
So let's talk about the big elephant in the room that we haven't talked about yet. Green tea.
The green tea.
So throughout the ages, I think that we can safely say the benefits of green tea have been written about and written about and written about. However, there are very little claims that we can make about it.
There aren't. What we can say, the benefits of green tea, like you say, for centuries, green tea has been used right the way across Southeast Asia, right the way across South America. Green tea is
potent
huge,
benefit.
Basically worldwide as a potent weight management, antioxidant product, basically. And green tea essentially is a polyphenol, contains polyphenols, which essentially are the antioxidants which terminate that oxidizing process that happens within the body that basically produces damaging cells. It's a chemical reaction that produces damaging cells. If you believe what you read, and I do, I'm somebody who can talk about it, cancer and other such diseases and illnesses as well. It's high in
No, it sounds as if you're trying to sort of pronounce somewhere in Greece.
Epigallocatechin gallate. I've got there. I can't get the word out.
So it's a long word to say, it's all right.
I said it 5 times before. Epigallocatechin gallate. Got there. There we go. That's embarrassing.
I'm not going to try that again. I'm Kevin's spit.
It is said to speed up metabolism and suppress hunger. If you believe what you read online. Have a look at Healthline.
And I think that is key here. Do your research. There are pages and pages and pages and pages on the internet that you can research and do your own research on green tea. And what I find ironic is that we could literally fill a day talking about the benefits of green tea, but we are very, very
We've only got an hour to fill.
Yeah, absolutely. So on that note, as ever, we've got a lovely little bonus for you.
Order 1 month supply of Primal Born to be Slim green tea formula today for the amazing low price of $4.99. And if it's your first purchase from Primal Cure, we will send you a supplement organizer worth $9.99 completely free of charge. Plus, if you order 2 bottles of Primal Born to be Slim green tea formula today, then we will send you a 3rd bottle completely free, making a further saving of 33%. Call our friendly UK call centre 24 hours a day on free phone 0800 4402 888 or order online at primalcure.com. And if your online order totals more than £35, we will even deliver for free. As we want to be your preferred choice for all health and well-being products, if you don't love this product, send it back within 30 days for a full no-quibble money-back guarantee.
Oh, she loved the mango. I do.
You can sing.
Oh yeah, we do.
You can
forget
really
that.
sing.
We do.
Yes, you can. You can sing. I know this now.
Now see, that just takes me to a tropical island somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not on one.
No, I know.
You know, it feels like one in this studio. Don't get me wrong.
Just saying you were warm.
It's a bit warm. It's a little bit warm in here.
It's got a little bit warmer than it was first thing.
Yeah, there's no sandy beaches though, and there's no mango
Just
for you to chew on.
imagine.
Yeah, but I've got the next best thing. I've got Born to be Slim mango by my side, just to refresh me.
Yeah, and this is, I think that mango is, when we think about mango, we know there is so much about raspberry benefits out there. There's so much about, certain fruits out there and the benefits of them. We've already talked about the chromium within apples, for example. So mango, when we think about it, James and myself, have I say a certain belief that we believe that the body needs to be in an alkaline state. That is our personal beliefs, isn't it? We've spoken about acidic states, and we've talked about how cells don't like being in an acid state in the body and alkalizing it. And actually, a mango has been shown to possibly put the body into an alkaline state. So quite frankly, give me a truckload. Yeah,
give me loads of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can go down to the supermarket and buy yourself, loads of mango, that's fine, but how much mango can you eat?
Oh, and they're so difficult to cut.
I know.
Oh my goodness me.
We take away that hassle, there you go, and we put it into an easy to use, friendly capsule formula.
Yeah, you do indeed.
Which is great. No, absolutely. I mean, the 4 natural extracts that are in the mango formula here. First of all, Born to be Slim. Isn't that great as a name, Born to be Slim? The clue's in the name. We are all born to be slim, by the way. We're not born to be overweight and obese. That's not how we're wired to be. We're made to be functional, and to be functional, we don't want any visceral fat. We don't want any excess fat, unnecessary excess fat. We've got nowhere to put it.
No, we spoke about visceral fat quite in depth earlier, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
We were just chatting, and visceral fat is the fat that is around your organs of your tummy, so your liver and that sort of thing. And if you've got a lot of visceral fat, it might mean that your cholesterol level is very, very high. And if your cholesterol level is very, very high, it may mean that there is more risk of stroke and heart disease. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. We want to have an opportunity to live a life that we love, and the healthiest and longest life that we can possibly live as well. Yeah. So we want to be putting the right things in our bodies, don't we?
We believe in those, we love those blue zones. There's blue zones around the world where there's a high number of centenarians in the world, Icaria being one of them if you read the Primal Cure book. Yeah. Steve talks about that in the first paragraph. It's an absolutely fascinating read, really hooks you in. And it's all about their lifestyle. It's all about how they live. They're not obese. They eat fantastic diets, and they live a very long time, which is what we all want to do. Yeah. So, Born to be Slim mango. Yeah. There's 4 different ingredients: raspberry, pear, yerba, and of course African mango. Yeah. So they all have a range of different ingredients, but more so than anything, they combine, if you believe in what's been talked about for decades, and if you believe in what people in other areas of the world, let's say, talk about, combine to encourage a healthy gut. And if you have a healthy gut, if you have a healthy microbiome, watch our microbiome show where we talk about probiotics and good bacteria and bad bacteria, then all that combines to help you lose weight properly, because it helps to increase your metabolism, helps to improve your digestive process, helps to improve functionality from the gut to the brain. It's called the gut-brain axis, and in turn helps your overall well-being, makes you feel more energized, makes you feel less fatigued, and then of course hopefully lose weight.
Yeah, definitely. And fingers crossed, you will want to move more. That's the whole thing. Because this has got a little bit of caffeine in it.
A little bit, just 100 milligrams.
Yep.
Again, just like our green tea extract, just 100 milligrams of caffeine. When I say green tea extract, I mean our Born to be Slim green tea formula.
Yes.
100 milligrams of caffeine. So again, not a very high dosage.
No.
If you're somebody that doesn't take loads of caffeine, perhaps this is the one for you to take. It's not as high dosage as say our thermogenic process, which will product. There is a thermogenic process. We'll talk about that later, but it's not as high as that thermogenic product, which we'll get to later in the hour. But it's a moderate 100 milligrams just to give you a bit of a kick, bit of a boost.
Yeah. And going back to the African mango as well, we've talked about cholesterol levels, we've talked about the sort of alkalinity, it's my turn.
Oh, it's your turn to get the word wrong.
It's my turn.
I don't feel so silly now.
Alkalinity of it all.
I can say epigallocatogen gallate now. I remember it, you see, from last time.
It's all right.
There you go. I just had a dodgy turn before. Go on.
Anywho, no, but we're looking at that, but also mango and the vitamins and minerals that are found in mango, hair, nails, skin.
Absolutely.
Such a lovely booster. You know, if you buy if you're looking for sort of like a facial moisturizer, or if you're looking for they have apricot and mango scrubs for the face as well, and it's supposed to be one of the most revitalizing sort of. You get it at a spa. Elliot just went, I get it.
Oh, was that producer talking? Oh, wow.
Producer Elliot just went, I have a mango facial at the spa.
Does he now? Does he now?
Well, that's a little bit of insight.
He's kept that quiet. I wonder why he looks so fresh-faced.
Look at him zinging there.
Yeah. He's very pleased with himself.
I love the way he just dropped that in. Just went, I had a mango facial at the spa.
Nothing amazes me with this guy. You know, drinks 9 cups of coffee a day, but you know, has mango spa days. There you go.
Little insight.
Man of many faces, Elliot. You, literally.
Smooth face with the mango.
Smooth faces, yeah, very much so.
And with that in mind, obviously we digress, but we do always have an offer for you.
Order 1 month supply of Primal Born to be Slim mango formula today for the amazing low price of $4.99. And if it's your first purchase from Primal Cure, we will send you a supplement organizer worth $9.99 completely free of charge. Plus, if you order 2 bottles of Primal Born to be Slim mango formula today, then we will send you a 3rd bottle completely free, making a further saving of 33%. Call our friendly UK call centre 24 hours a day on free phone 0800 4402 888 or order online at primalcure.com. And if your online order totals more than £35, we will even deliver for free. As we want to be your preferred choice for all health and well-being products, if you don't love this product, send it back within 30 days for a full no-quibble money-back guarantee.
Ray's just looking at the product, she's eyeing it up.
Sorry,
You're intrigued?
Well, because it's literally like the whole shebang all together.
Yeah, we've added it all in basically. I remember when we formulated this product with our team, incredible team, our nutritional product team, they basically, I said to them, we put together our Born to be Slim range. And I said, well, this is great, we've got all these natural ingredients. What happens if you put them in one? And they said, well, I don't know, let's try. So we did. You know, we put all those ingredients together. We put the raspberry, the mango, the green coffee bean, the green tea together with added chromium as well, more chromium than in the previous obviously range of products as well, and a bunch of other natural plant extracts to aid your weight management.
And it is literally, I mean, obviously we're looking at everything is totally naturally sourced.
100%.
I'm looking here that everything is all natural in there. From the African mango, so we've just discussed that. You've got the raspberry in there, you've got the green coffee bean in there, you've got the green tea in there, you've got your chromium in there. So I mean, literally, it is everything all in the one fell swoop.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I think that when we're talking about, it's so difficult, I think, sometimes when we're talking about a slimming product because, you know, I can see eyes rolling across the UK, oh, it's another one. And I think that I get it, I really, really do. You know, in being a PT and a fitness professional, I think that, you know, we come along, there's so many reps who come along and ask you to try their product. And one of my rules of thumb is if it's not natural and it's got anything kind of slightly chemical or sort of man-made in there, I'm not really interested in it because for me personally, in my experience, and we've talked about Obviously, James is a 2-time leukemia cancer survivor, and as I'm sure many of us have, it's 1 in 3, unfortunately, isn't it? That
1 in 2 now, actually.
1 in 2.
1 in 2, yeah, it's 1 in 2 now. It's gone up.
It's horrendous, and it's such an indiscriminate disease, isn't it?
And that's that's largely down to lifestyle.
Yeah.
I've spoken previously. Cancer is not as prominent away from the Western world.
Mm-hmm.
In the Western world, it's almost an anomaly compared to other places. And that has to be because of the way we live our lives and because of the diets we have and because of how perhaps our sleeping patterns, perhaps our stress levels, perhaps a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
A bunch of different things. Mix of everything that, there's a reason why there's more cancer in the UK than there is in, parts of Africa, for example.
Yeah. And they will have different diseases that aren't prevalent here.
Of course they do. Of course they do.
I think that certainly from a female perspective, as I get older, I want to put less rubbish in my body. In fact, I don't want to put rubbish in my body. Full stop. Full stop.
Yeah.
I really don't. I want to be around to see my son grow up. I want to hopefully have grandkids, no pressure. But do you know what I mean? That's something
don't
that
push him too far. How old is he, 16?
He's 16.
Don't get him started just yet.
We're all right.
It's fine,
okay.
but
Mama says no. But in all seriousness, as we become a lot more aware of our mortality as we get older and what we're putting in our bodies. And I think that the opportunity, when I have reps coming to me and asking to try certain products, the only way that they're even getting through the door is what is in it. Is there anything sort of processed in there? Is there anything? And I'll be honest with you, I tend to not go for anything with animal product in it either. That's
absolutely
kind
not.
of something that
we don't do that.
A bit strong on. So looking at the Primal movement and looking at combining all of these quite potent, they're potent ingredients. They're potent ingredients. They're all in one fell swoop. They're all derived naturally. They're sourced of the highest grade quality because, of course, Steve, the whole purpose for this was that Steve wanted, if his family were to take them, that he knew that 100%. What they were putting in their body was the best quality. Yeah. And I know that in doing your research for these products and the thermogenics, that you've absolutely stand by that. So for me as a female, who, we're talking, I'll be 41 soon, and we're talking about...
41?
Yeah.
Wow. Just look it.
Thanks. I'll pay him his $5 later. But to know that...
I thought it was 50.
Do you know what I mean? Give with one hand and then he taketh away.
There you go.
But I think it's so important knowing that there are options out there for us to be able to take supplements like this that may just take the edge off that appetite and also give us that little bit of a boost. But it's got the vitamin C, it's got the flaxseed oil in there because, of course, with the omega-3, it's got everything for the hair, the skin, the nails. It's almost, dare I say it, as potent as your multivitamins here at Primal.
Do you know?
But with that little extra.
It's almost like a slimming multivitamin. Yeah. That's basically what we've done. That's what we've created. We've created a product that combines a range of different ingredients, vitamins and minerals, which are all designed to obviously have a benefit of some sort, all natural, and hopefully allow you to manage your weight and hopefully lose weight at some point. We obviously condone a certain type of lifestyle with that. We think that, you should adopt a Primal lifestyle. You should eat the way that obviously that, we educate you in the book and online. Go online, look at the Primal Cure website, look at our social media handles, look at Twitter, look at Facebook, look at YouTube, look at all the advice that we put out there, look at everything. Get a part, become part of the Primal movement, and Slim Naturally might just be the product that helps you see the weight loss that you're looking to achieve as well, if you combine it with the right kind of diet. All those ingredients, as we say, are essentially multivitamin product ingredients. So the flaxseed oils, the vitamin C. We know that vitamin C reduces fatigue, increases energy levels, more energy, less fatigue, exercise, move more, anti-inflammatory as well. Then hopefully you're going to burn off more calories and lose weight. We know that obviously with the other ingredients in there, it's going to obviously act as a thermogenic product. So obviously thermogenesis is the product process by which the body produces heat, thus burning more calories. So all this stuff is scientifically proven, and it's combined to give you a natural product that can aid your weight loss goals,
Yep.
you know, in tandem with the right kind of lifestyle.
And do you know what I think is great is that, you know, if I was looking for a product like this, the amount of research that you'd have to do to get into the kind of the back end of the way everything is produced as well. Things like that are so sort of tightly guarded on so many products. What I love is that kind of transparency with Primal.
Yeah.
In that there is transparency in how it's sourced, who sourced it, and it's been sourced in the UK and it's been created for the UK.
Yeah.
And all of that transparency, I think that's it's very reassuring for a start. And also, but I think as a consumer, it gives you that confidence to then have that sort of faith in the product as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, obviously from a Primal perspective, you know, everything's been sourced, as Ray rightly says, in the UK. So, you know, our Primal supplements range, Slim Naturally, has been sourced here in the UK, which is not something, by the way, that, you know, every food supplement company do. They don't. Why? Number of different reasons. One of which, you know what, might be more cost effective to produce something out in Asia or somewhere else. But, you know, we spare no expense because in the UK, I can go to the factory myself. You know, I can obviously in-house, we can look at where it's produced. We can obviously speak to our own team. To our own team who produce it, who obviously look at the formulation of the product, who put it together, and I can say what I want, what I don't want, and that can obviously, the rules can be, as you say, very stringent, and we can tighten those rules and we can make sure that the product we're getting is exactly what we're asking for. I'm not saying that happens, the opposite happens elsewhere, but perhaps it does. So obviously we can really control what you, the consumer, are getting, because I don't want to take stuff that's not natural.
No.
I don't want to take anything that's not good for me. You know, I know that life's too short. You know, I don't want to be putting something in my body that's synthetic. I don't want to be pumping myself full of chemicals and you know, synthetic ingredients. I want to make sure that everything I'm ingesting is real. And that's an expense to us, but you know, it's to the benefit of you, the consumer, as well at the same time.
Definitely, and it is an expensive process extracting
it is.
those. And although, you know, it's all made here in the UK, obviously African mango is African mango.
It's African, yes.
It's African. But you know, it is, they are derived and then they are processed here in the UK.
That's right.
And that's and made for UK consumers as well, because our needs are very, very different to what somebody else
Absolutely.
in
So
Italy
you know
might
what's
need.
fascinating, for example, with vitamin D, for example, isn't in this product. But you know, vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, you get plenty of sunshine. We encourage people to get plenty of vitamins, you know, plenty of sunshine, sorry. Plenty of vitamins as well, we like that. But no, plenty of sunshine. You're not telling me that somebody who lives in, you know, sunniest Africa or even Spain or Italy, who gets loads and loads of sun, or in the Mediterranean, needs, you know, less vitamin D than we do. If you live close to the equator, you get more sunshine, you probably need less vitamin D than you or I do. So we need, you know, a high vitamin D intake. So, you know, we spend a lot of time indoors as well, working in studios like this, or in offices, or, you know, whatever. So we don't get the sunlight we need. And that's just one example of how there's a disparity between what some people need somewhere in the world and what others don't. And all our products, Slim Naturally included, have been made and been formulated by our own team for you guys at home, for your needs, first and foremost.
So just to kind of recap with you, so your Slim Naturally, I mean, this literally combines everything.
All the Born to be Slim products.
All the Born to be Slim products. So all those three that you get there.
There we go. Let's make a nice pretty pile. There we go.
Basically, all combined into one fell swoop. It's one big hit.
It is, absolutely. Obviously, you know, the chromium in there, the niacin, the flaxseed oil, all those ingredients that are in the other Born to be Slim green tea, coffee bean and raspberry, and of course the mango formula. It's all in there. It's all encompassing. It's basically your, you know, but minus the caffeine, and that's something that's important actually, because a lot of our, well, you know, a lot of our products don't contain caffeine, but a couple of them do. We've already spoke about the green tea formula and the mango formula containing 100 milligrams of caffeine. Our Thermogenic product, which we'll get to later, has 200 milligrams of caffeine. That's kind of your high-end weight management product. But this doesn't have any. It's purely a natural slimming product. That's all it is. And there's no stimulants. So if you're somebody who wants to just basically, you fancy taking a slimming product, but you don't want the stimulants, you don't want the side effects, you're getting on with these. There are no side effects with Slim Naturally, which is why it's such a fantastic addition to your supplement diet.
And as ever, we've always got an offer for you here at Primal.
Order 1 month's supply of Primal Slim Naturally today for the amazing low price of $12.99. And if it's your first purchase from Primal Cure, we will send you a supplement organizer worth $9.99 completely free of charge. Plus, if you order 2 bottles of Slim Naturally today, then we will send you a 3rd bottle completely free, making a further saving of 33%. Call our friendly UK call centre 24 hours a day on free phone 0800 4402 888 or order online at primalcure.com. And if your online order totals more than £35, we will even deliver for free. As we want to be your preferred choice for all health and well-being products, if you don't love this product, send it back within 30 days for a full no-quibble money-back guarantee.
So I've been talking to you about our Born to be Slim products and our slimming range that we've got, and very much so, I think, for every day. As in for, you sat at home right now, just to kind of give you that sort of supplement, but also hopefully aid you to lose a little bit of weight. We're now talking maybe about something that somebody who already undertakes a little bit of activity, I think.
I think so. Perhaps also, if you're somebody who intermittently does a bit of exercise as well, perhaps you're not, we wouldn't define yourself as a serious trainer. But perhaps, Elliot, my producer, just whispered in my ear, me. Used to be, I used to play rugby. He's been very humble there.
You're on the go.
He's always on the go. He's always busy. But no, Thermogenic product, for example, this is our Thermogenic product. Here we go. This is what we're talking about. Obviously, watch our standalone Thermogenic show for real in-depth information about thermogenics, but this is a fantastic fat burning product. It's called Thermogenic Fat Burner. It's designed to do exactly what it says
melt
on
it.
The tin. Melt it. There you go. I like that. That should be on the catchphrase. Melt it. There you go.
Fat melter.
Essentially, the fat melter. Basically, what it does, thermogenesis is the process by which the body produces heat through energy production in order to burn calories. Obviously, the hotter you are, the more calories you burn. So what Thermogenic does is it increases that thermogenic process, largely by the high dose of caffeine, of which is 200 milligrams, and I have to specify 200 milligrams of caffeine per 3 capsules in this. We advise you take 3 capsules. So there are, like I say, 200 milligrams per 3 capsules. You're not necessarily forced to take all 3 capsules in one go. It does say ideally take 3 before a main meal. You don't have to take them before a meal. I personally take them as a training aid. I'll take it before training, give me 200 milligrams of caffeine before I train, gives me that boost. And also, as with all our other caffeine additions in our products, it's natural caffeine. It's not derived from a synthetic process. So it's purely natural caffeine, which is much better for you and less harmful than synthetic caffeine.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to give us a little bit of a metabolism boost.
Just a little bit.
Just that little bit of a metabolism boost. So we're going to burn more calories, aren't we, within that certain time frame? Yeah,
so especially if you're training as well. If you're somebody who goes to the gym and you exercise a lot, take this before you go training, even before you go out for a walk. You'll find that it will increase your metabolism, increase your body weight, you might sweat more, and you'll burn more calories. It's as simple as that. And that's how that process works. Along with obviously the high caffeine content, we've also got capsicum in there, high dosage of capsicum. Capsicum, of course, capsaicin. We talked about this earlier in the show, in the Slimming Hour. It's essentially pepper extract. It's the scientific word for pepper extract, essentially. And what that does, obviously, again, we can't really say, we can't make a claim on it, but have a look at healthline.com. Millions of people a month turn to healthline.com around the world for advice on health and diet and lifestyle, etc. Have a look there and you'll see the benefits of capsaicin. We've spoken before, right the way through centuries, in the southern hemisphere in particular, specifically in India, in Sri Lanka and places like that. Capsicum has been used for a long time as an additional foodstuff, but also to manage your weight by basically activating those spice receptors in your mouth, which then obviously filters through to the brain, increases your body heat, increases energy levels, and boom, you burn more calories.
Well, it's a bit like when you accidentally have a hot chili.
Absolutely, we've all been there. We've all been there.
Had a little bit of a hot chili and thinking to yourself, But again, it raises your body temperature by consuming the capsicum, of course, and that means that your metabolic rate is increasing, your basal metabolic rate is increasing during that sort of period of time. So for me personally, when I'm training, most of my full-on training is done in the mornings between 8:30 and 11:30 in the morning is when I train most of my clients and my classes. And so I take mine about 20 minutes before I leave the house, and I can already feel it kicking in as I'm emptying the car and getting sort of all the equipment out. And by about halfway through, if I'm feeling a little bit fatigued, it's almost like a turbo boost for me. It's almost like a little bit of a turbo boost. And my stepfather used to have an MGB Roadster.
Okay.
Beautiful car. Years,
Lovely.
it was even Elliot.
Elliot's
our producer. He's like,
he loves his cars. He loves his cars.
Beautiful, cream eggshell, gorgeous. It was soft top. It was beautiful, Elliot. It was beautiful. I was very gutted when he got rid of it.
Way too excited over there.
But it was an MGB Roadster, and it was lovely because I passed my driving test very soon after my 17th, and my stepfather had this, and all I wanted to do was drive it. Yeah. But it had this little flick of a switch. Oh yeah, he did.
Okay.
I was a very good driver. Flick the switch of the on the actual gear stick, there was a turbo boost. So you'd flick the switch when you were in the top gear.
It's like something out of a James Bond movie.
It's one of those cars though, isn't it, Elliot?
Wow.
It really is one of those cars. Yeah, it was beautiful. So and you had to flick this switch to have that turbo boost, and it always, that's when I can feel that little capsicum and that caffeine kicking in. It reminds me of the turbo boost in the MGB Roadster.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, it's interesting that, because obviously from a performance point of view, that's great, but perhaps you need that energy boost, if you like, for just day to day. Perhaps you're not somebody who you're not doing a high intensity exercise. You're just somebody who wants a bit of an energy boost. And there's two types of thermogenesis. There's exercise associated thermogenesis and there's non-activity thermogenesis. And obviously non-exercise activity thermogenesis is just getting up, walking around, going to work, walking to the car, walking down the road. So thermogenesis still happens then. So if you're wanting to increase that process, fine. If you're looking to use it for exercise purposes, to give you a boost of energy and to improve your performance and maximize your output, this is a fantastic product for you. 3 tablets will give you 200 milligrams of caffeine. Not necessary to take 300 milligrams of caffeine. We speak at length in our standalone thermogenic show, if you tune in for that, about the different doses you can take and how I advise people cycle caffeine. We're not going to go into great depth with that today, but perhaps don't take 3 if you're someone who's sensitive to caffeine. Perhaps if you're a big coffee drinker, perhaps if you take 8 to 10 cups of coffee a day, which you shouldn't, but if you do, that's fine. Don't take an extra 2. I see my producer Elliot again, he's saying there's nothing wrong with taking 10 cups of coffee. It's not ideal.
Just going to look at you. If I had glasses on right now, Elliot, I'd put them down to the bottom of my nose and look at you through the glass as if to say,
You might like that. So anyway, perhaps don't take 200 milligrams of caffeine or take Thermogenic if you're a high coffee drinker. Having said that, you'll probably have a greater, I won't say immunity, you'll probably have a greater tolerance is the word I'm looking for, greater tolerance to somebody else. If you're somebody who doesn't take any caffeine, or you're not somebody who takes loads of caffeine, perhaps take a couple of tablets just to start with. Just take 2, reduce that dosage to say 140 milligrams, because about 70 milligrams per tablet. And then see how you get on, maximising your dosage and taking 3. But it's entirely up to you, it really is.
Yeah, definitely. And I think as well, if you are just starting out on a sort of trialing thermogenics, I think 1, in the morning before you kind of go for a walk, or before you go, maybe you're doing couch to 5K and you're just looking for something to give you that little bit of boost, that little bit of energy, then I think maybe just 1 sort of 10 minutes, 20 minutes before you leave the house, I think as you start your journey with thermogenics, I think is a good way to go.
Yeah, I think, the great thing about also, just generally day to day, natural caffeine is found in over 50 different species of plant, not just, green tea, for example, and coffee bean, but is a purely natural substance, which reduces fatigue and drowsiness. We know this anyway, and also increases your reaction time and also your motor function. So if you're somebody who perhaps just want a little bit of alertness, you want a little bit of boost, whether it be around the office, whether it be working, whether it be running around looking after the kids, you need to be focused. Perhaps for one reason or another you've struggled
night shift
for a night. Perhaps you've struggled with sleep and you need to focus on something. Make sure you catch up on your sleep. Make sure you're not too stressed thereafter. But if you need to do something, get something done, it may be just give you that little bit of boost, as well as obviously helping you manage your weight at the same time. Primary thing to point out is This is a weight management product, in my opinion. This is something that will enable you to manage your weight and keep your weight on a level, even if you're not training. I mean, recently I've not been training too much, been working so hard with Primal, and I found that just taking the tablets first thing in the morning or before my second meal of the day just helped me regulate my weight, just helped me perhaps work slightly I wasn't as hungry as I was otherwise, but just kept my weight down at an even level. Worked for me, maybe it worked for you guys at home.
And fingers crossed, you're going to give it a go. And here's what we've got on offer for you today.
Order 1 month's supply of Primal Thermogenic today for the amazing low price of $11.99. And if it's your first purchase from Primal Cure, we will send you a supplement organizer worth $9.99 completely free of charge. Plus, if you order 2 bottles of Primal Thermogenic today, then we will send you a 3rd bottle completely free, making a further saving of 33%. Call our friendly UK call centre 24 hours a day on free phone 0800 4402 888 or order online at primalcure.com. And if your online order totals more than £35, we will even deliver for free. As we want to be your preferred choice for all health and well-being products, if you don't love this product, send it back within 30 days for a full no-quibble money-back guarantee.
A great opportunity for us to not necessarily just do a standalone half-hour or hour show on SlimShotz, but to kind of, if you're watching this show and maybe you haven't been able to catch the SlimShotz focus, is to be able to kind of talk to you a little bit about it so that you can understand, again, why we have got this product available here at Primal.
Yeah, I mean, SlimShotz is the most fantastic product. This is the pinnacle.
It's your headline.
This is our headline product, quite frankly. And the reason being, because we really believe in the goodness of it. It is, first and foremost, let's just talk about the product. So in pack of SlimShotz, here we go. Has a nice slender packaging, as you can see. But in every single pack, you've got 21 sachets. So it's actually a week's supply if you were to take 3 every day. So if you take 3 every day, once before, half an hour before meals, because assuming most people do eat, 3 square meals a day, which we'd like to change at Primal, but if you do eat 3 square meals a day, perhaps have one of these half an hour before every meal. Now, it says on the front cover, seriously lose weight. This is the only product, the only ingredient being Glucomannan, that the European Food Safety Agency will allow us to say definitively helps you lose weight. That is a fact, proven by the European Food Safety Agency. There you go, we've got a claim for you there. Okay, so behind me on the screen, we've got a claim, states that Glucomannan contributes to the reduction of body weight in the context of an energy-restricted diet. It essentially is an appetite suppressant. That's essentially how it kind of works, but a natural one, with all natural ingredients, no synthetic ingredients whatsoever, no alcohol derivatives, no, it's not a chemically enforced suppressant of appetite.
That's really important. It goes into the digestive system and expands. It doesn't alter the chemicals in the brain to stop you from feeling hungry. And I think that is so
crucial.
Important.
It's unique, isn't it, really?
It's not about altering the chemicals in the brain. It's not about altering the signals in the brain, which is something that I have done in the past. And believe me, you do not want to do that.
And you know what, that's unique as well, isn't it, Ray? Because, I know obviously we're biased, we're talking about our own products, but let's be honest, there are so many other products out there on the market right now, and they all do that. They all contain ingredients that enforce or induce a chemical reaction that suppresses your appetite. This doesn't do that.
No, and I think, and this is something that we've spoken about before. I have, my own fitness and health company, and we discussed at the very start that because I wanted to see sort of where we were in the study. I wanted to understand it. This is not something that I would just be able to just come in and go, yeah, that's no problem.
You wouldn't condone unless you were able to.
I can't. I can't and I won't, purely because I know what taking chemically altering appetite suppressants did to my body and to my personality as well as my body as well. And so therefore I won't promote anything like that. So something, when we sat down and we went through the ingredients, we went through the process which you've sourced SlimShotz, and obviously speaking to your study candidates as well. And seeing the feedback from them and looking at the ingredients, it's something that I feel that, and understand, I think it's so important to understand that it's because you're ingesting it and because it's fibre, it's natural fibre.
That's amazing, isn't it?
It expands in the tummy and it means that you are just less hungry. Really interesting. Elliot, could we just have a look at the statement again? Is that all right? Really, because there's a very key.
What I love is you're talking about. You're smiling actually. You're talking about it because it's quite refreshing, isn't it, to find a sort of a weight loss product, which is essentially what this is, that is so natural and so good for you.
It's really lovely to know that people aren't putting rubbish in their bodies.
Yeah, absolutely.
To achieve a goal that a lot of people find so difficult. So the little bit so Glucomannan contributes to the reduction of body weight in the context of an energy restricted diet. So let me break that down for you, what that means. So an energy restricted diet means that you are watching your calorific intake. And that is really important. You know, if you are consuming 6,000 calories a day, that's a lot. That's like nearly 4 days.
Struggle to lose weight.
4 days worth of calories almost there for a normal person. You know, if you're taking a supplement and thinking, yes, I'm going to lose, there is no miracle cure. You have to live a healthy lifestyle. You have to move more. This is we're not sitting here for a second and saying this is a miracle cure in any way, shape, or form to the solution of weight loss.
Live primally.
You have to follow a healthy lifestyle. You need to move your body. You need to be ingesting the right things. And what's lovely then is that to aid that feeling of fullness, no chemical altering the brain, which I think is so essential.
Massive.
Really,
and, if you watch me and Ray we've done a standalone SlimShotz half-hour show. Watch it, and Ray talks in great depth. It's really, quite touching. Actually, talks about her own personal experience with diet fads and other previous products and the effect it's had on her body and the effect obviously it's had on her brain in the past. And obviously this won't induce those kinds of reactions because, like I say, it's non-chemical. It's purely nutritional.
Well, it's got your vitamin. You've got your vitamin C in there. You've got your inulin in there as well. So inulin is a natural fibre that it creates almost like a thickener, if you like, in the body. And inulin is derived from chicory root and bananas. So we're talking about something that comes naturally from lovely natural products as well.
And inulin and glucomannan are essentially fibres. That's all they are. So essentially, all this is fibre. Here is one we made earlier, for example. It's a bit Blue Peter, but here we go. So basically what we do is the powder's in the sachet, you pour in, we stir it round, and when it's stir it round really quickly, and then drink it. But if you don't drink it, we've just left this one in the glass.
We have,
And as you can see, it's essentially like a jelly. There we go, it's a jelly. And I could get a spoon, can't find my spoon, but I can't find my spoon. Here we go, it's just literally like a jelly, right? It's not falling out, it's not water. That's a jelly. So that's what happens in your gut, in your stomach. And it will keep expanding the more water you drink. That's how it works. That's what stops you from feeling so hungry. It's up to 50 times its weight in water, in fact, it expands to.
You get rid of that. When you go to the loo, then obviously what you do is you pass that through, and you're putting fibre into your body along with vitamin C as well. And it's pushing through everything through your body, so it doesn't stay in your body, which is why, of course, you have to replenish it if you want to feel full before.
So fibre can't be absorbed by the body, but it has a bunch of different things that it does fantastic benefits, good health, gut health, etc. Ignore us, forget us. Why don't we look at some people let's look at you guys, the consumers, the people, you guys at home who have been using SlimShotz, and let's hear what you guys think about it.
Taking the SlimShotz themselves, very, very easy, 3 a day, and they do genuinely make a difference.
Mix it with plenty of water, lovely flavour, no problem at all drinking it, easy. Absolutely easy. You just mix it in, drink it, on you go.
They're just filling, so you actually drink them, they're refreshing, and once you have had them, they do fill you up, so consequently you don't want to eat so much then.
Really nice. Obviously I've been able to put them into water, I've been able to mix them into other smoothies that I may have been having around the time as well, so I've been able to combo them with whatever it is that I'm having, whether that's a full meal or whether that's just having them first thing in the morning.
It's easy, just mix it with water and it tastes great. I'm not just saying that, you know, I'm a firm believer. If I don't like the taste of something, I won't have it. It's very flavoured and it's perfect for me, and it's really easy to do as well. And I'm not the greatest cook or, you know, sticking to plans and things like that, but it's very easy to do, so anyone can do it.
Wasn't that great?
Yeah,
absolutely
lovely
great.
to get their feedback on it. Really lovely.
Try it yourself, see what you think. And bear in mind, if you don't like it, if it isn't for you, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. If after 30 days you don't like it, you go with any of our products, but where SlimShotz is concerned, especially if you don't like it, send it back. You get your money back, no problem.
Talk to us about double the goodness.
Double the goodness. Now listen, this is something that's unique. We are a huge social enterprise as well as we are a business. You know, we are all about making a change, and we're all about making an impact on the world. For every product you buy, any one of these that you've seen in our Slimming Out, the Born to be Slim products, the Slim Naturally, the Thermogenics, the SlimShotz, anything you buy, it's not like for like, we will give a similar product to a child that is malnourished somewhere in the world. If you buy Born to be Slim, you buy SlimShotz, you have a 30-day supply, we'll give a 30-day supply of, say, vitamin D to a child who's vitamin D deficient somewhere in, say, Jaipur in India or elsewhere in the world. It's a fantastic social endeavour.
It is indeed, and as everything, you know, we do have products for you with caffeine, with a boost, and without. And really important to remember that everything is naturally derived. Please do make sure that you remember that. You're not putting anything nasty in that body.
Absolutely.